The other interesting thing that I've written down on here, and I actually remember how this originated in my notes, is I wrote, you at one point had beef with Wale because you said you couldn't date him because his triceps weren't big enough?
No. That happened. He was a little sensitive about
his
something.
triceps?
No, about
okay.
something else that I said, and then he apologized to me on. He was on Hot 97, and he apologized to me. He was just having like a little moment.
Okay.
And you know, sometimes guys don't do well with rejection, and they don't do well with when you tell them no, or when you don't. You say something to them that is not like, oh my God, you're so hot, I love you. So usually that's like what you get back. Like, you know, that's like the same thing as you walking out the streets and a guy says, hey, oh, beautiful. And then when you don't say anything, fuck you, bitch, you ugly anyways. So it was kind of like a situation like that. Like, you know, but he apologized to me. And then as I, you know, sometimes see things on blogs and stuff, I seen that he struggled with mental health and stuff like that. So I have much respect to like people that are dealing with stuff like that. I personally don't have any issues mental. I'm like the most positive, happiest person you ever met.
Really?
But I have like much respect for the people that have to go every day through life and dealing with like things that they cannot, you know, control, that they cannot like figured out.
So am I supposed to take that as like a low-key Wale diss, just saying like, oh, he's got his mental health issues?
No. I'm very. I know a lot of people that deal with like stuff like that, and they cannot even. Sometimes nothing is wrong. It's not that they can, you know, financially, or nothing is wrong with their health, nothing is wrong with their family, with their friends, with their relationship, and there's still something that they are unable to control, and that makes them feel a certain way. So I have like a lot of like, you know, empathy for people that are going through things like that.
Isn't it weird how nowadays it's almost like if you claim to just have fine mental health, like I would say the same thing with myself, I don't really get depressed. I feel fine. I wake up pretty happy every day. You know, I get bummed out by like actual things that happen to me, but I don't deal with depression or anything like that. That is almost something that like people don't want to hear, because it's like more relatable to say like, yeah, I suffer from mental health now. And sometimes I don't know if I necessarily really take it that serious when certain people say it.
Well, what I hate about that in social media is that it's the same thing as like how some people have taken being the victim of like, let's say, a rape. And when somebody falsely claimed to be one, it discredits the people that actually, you know, been through that. So when people go online and say, I'm going to kill myself, and they're just doing it for clout, that sucks. And it sucks, really not for me. It sucks for the people that are out there like really crying for help, and, you know, that don't really even have the balls to type, I feel like I want to kill myself. But they are dying for help. So I really, I feel like I'm always on the victim side. Like I always want to side with the victim, because whether I have ever been a victim of anything, or, which I'm not, but you know what I mean? Like I always want to empathize with people that are going through something, but it gets harder and harder with social media, and people kind of like making a joke out of like stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's just sort of like a pose that a lot of people have sort of fallen for, or started to think is cool, where it's like you hear rappers say like the same sort of things in songs, like I'm fighting my demons, you know, I'm so sad, or I don't know what it is, like I don't know why I'm so fucked up in the head, this is so crazy. And it's like a huge percentage of those people, I just don't believe it. I'm like, there's nothing, you're just bullshitting because you want to say something that you think sounds cool, the same way that rap for so many years was basically a bunch of dudes saying, hey, I got a bunch of guns, or hey, I sell crack, you know? And it's like, at a certain point, you're just listening to dudes and you're like, you've just said that you sell crack so many times that it can't possibly be anything besides just a funny thing to say in a song. So when I hear a lot of these rappers say like, I'm so sad, I want to kill myself, or even worse, it's like, this is what they always say is, I'm taking these drugs to stop the pain. It's like, motherfucker, you're taking drugs for the same exact reason everybody else takes drugs, is because they're fun.
Well, I feel like we all have like demons, you know, like we all have like baggage from our childhood, things that happen to us. I wouldn't consider them like, I think like people kind of like fantasize these demons. you could just talk to your mom about what happened, and it will be like so easy to. That demon, it's like it's your dad and your mom that didn't treat you the way you wanted to. You could just like sit down with them and say, hey, about this thing that happened when I was 10 years old, it still like bothers me. And then tell you that demon will be gone. The same thing with like relationships, and you have that demon. Maybe you just need to talk to your partner about something that happened 5 years ago, and that demon will be gone. But I don't think people really want to like not fight, but they don't want to resolve those issues. So they just want to keep saying, oh, like demons. And
because you know what it is that young people, when you start to hit that age, 16, 17, 18, it starts to occur to you, I haven't been through anything. I haven't been through shit. Like, you never had your heart broken. You never been addicted to drugs. You never had to go to war. You never had to shoot somebody. You never had to get your ass beat. So they start inventing shit to make them feel like they've been through something more than what they've been through. Like, you remember your first heartbreak? It feels so intense. It feels like the most real thing in the world. You never had your heart broken like that? Wish I could say that.
No, I think probably not. But one of my like big talents is that I can move on from people very quickly.
Right.
So I break up with somebody, and the next day I'm like, who's that? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I kind of like turn the switches on and off like pretty badly.
So you have no emotions. You're just kind of really just love to. You're a man eater. You just destroy men or women.
They taste good in salads.
Well played. What the fuck are we talking about?
We're a mess.
What else do we need to know about you in terms of what your life is like at this point? What do you want the world to know about you? What's important?
Well, I just like people to know what I'm doing when it comes to like work. So I have a store. It's called Cosa Mia. You can buy tons of brands, including my own workout clothing line called Body by Rosa Acosta. It's high quality workout clothes, very unique. Also, you can shop my fragrance there. It's called Rosa by Rosa Acosta. For the guys, you can subscribe to my OnlyFans and you can subscribe to my Patreon. For the girls that like fitness, you can subscribe to my patreon.com Body Vibes. That's my fitness Patreon.
Workout clothes, though.
Yeah.
That's like the best thing that's happened to society in the last like
Yoga
10 years.
pants and leggings, yes.
Just most women look better in those than they look in like the most expensive outfit in their closet. That's my opinion. I always say this to my girlfriend. I'm like, listen, we're going to go to this rap show. You don't have to wear shit. You can keep the Lululemon leggings on, throw a little sweater, a little crop top thing. You'll be good. People love workout clothes. I love workout clothes.
Whoa. There you go, guys. Body by Rosa Acosta. So yeah, like I love to give people a glimpse of like who I am and like my life. But in general, I'm all about business. I want people to know what I'm doing, where to spend their money at, spend it with me. When you spend your money with me, there's nothing better for the economy than spending your money with me. Because you know what happens? I put that shit back into I put it back into society. I buy from all the small, businesses, minorities. So like, honey, I am the best thing that has ever happened to the economy. I will spend this bread. I mean, after I do like the smart stuff, the investments and the savings. I have to, the boring stuff. But then the fun stuff, I actually get to spend that money. So go subscribe to the OnlyFans. Go spend some money on your girl at cosamia.com. And yeah, I'll give you a little glimpse of myself. But I have a couple of stalkers. So I just wanted to say that's not sexy, you guys. Don't do it. Oh, God,
no. That's bad.
Don't do it. I had somebody, I went to Jamaica for a retreat for models and photographers, and a guy followed me there. I mean, I was there already, and then 2 days later he showed up. Like, don't do that.
He showed up, he flew to Jamaica?
From New York. That's not sexy.
And what was his line? Did he just try to act like it was all good, like you would want to see him there?
Actually, the way he approached me, because it's like 200 people over there for models and photographers. Some of the photographers know who I am. I might not know who you are. By the way, I have terrible memory. I'm bad with faces.
Same.
And I'm bad with names.
Yep.
That's why I'm always with Echo. She's really good at that stuff. She knows who everybody is, and she always cues me. That's that's that person.
I need that. I love when I'm
Well,
with people and they do that.
I cannot give you Echo. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to get somebody else.
I don't think I can handle her. I'm gonna be honest. She seems like you and her might have something going on that I don't want to try to interrupt that bond. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we do. Oh, we do. Oh, we do.
She's like, oh no, what are you saying?
Yeah, but you know, so like that's the only reason why I don't like to be even more open about who I am and the things that I really like and all that stuff, because people are crazy.
They are.
I had a guy also show up at my store when I had it on Melrose.
Right.
He showed up with his suitcase. He came all the way from Philly, and he just came to like be with me. He put his suitcase in a little corner and he didn't want to leave because he thought that in his mind we were meant to be together. And every caption that I put on Instagram was for him. Like whenever I say a little, you know, sexy caption, or I say, you know, whatever, you know, I'm being flirty, it's Instagram. And
That's
this guy
scary.
showed up with his suitcase, put it in a little corner, and yeah.
When you had the store in Melrose, did you have security there all the time?
No, but the guy, there's like a barber shop next door to us.
Okay.
And so the guys they knew that I was having issues.
Oh, that's very convenient.
So
yeah.
they would walk me to my car every night.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, they were checking on me every day. Yeah, awesome people.
Because my girlfriend, for a period of time, we were discussing the idea of her opening a space on Melrose, and that's what I kept saying. I was like, from day one, like if you're gonna have a bunch of hot little girls working in the store, you need to have a fucking giant security guard to make sure that.
I mean, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not afraid of anybody. I will kick anybody's ass that try to bother me. It's the inconvenience.
Right.
It's the fact that I feel like now when I go to work, I have to look out for you, or that you're just there staring at me. Sir, just move. Like, I don't mind if you come and say, hi, Rosa, how are you? Take a picture and leave.
Right.
But if you're just there staring at me with your suitcase, you don't have a place to go because you just came here to be with me in your fantasy world. Like, you know, and then he's telling me his mom thinks he's crazy. My
Right.
mom thinks I'm crazy. She's always asking me, who is Rosa girl? And I'm like,
And I mean, you have a great attitude about it because you're like a tough personality. Realistically, I believe that you could probably beat up a lot of guys and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like eventually one of these dudes is gonna be really psycho and put a gun in your face, and then all of a sudden shit is really fucked
yeah.
up.
And then, you know, and even if it's not that bad, but I don't really want to hurt nobody. My nails are really expensive and it takes 2 hours to
How
get
much?
them done.
I was just looking at those. They're so long.
Thank you. Yeah,
I would
know.
love to watch you use a phone.
Oh, and I'm so fast. I'm so fast. I'm
When-
like so fast.
Bitches be like,
Yep. Oh, and when
Could've
I'm
been me.
mad, when I'm mad. Yeah.
That's so real.
Yes.
Dudes know what that's about.